The number of undocumented children held in federal detention centers is growing. The Department of Health and Human Services says nearly 12,000 minors are living in its network of shelters right now. The majority tried to cross the border on their own, but an increasing number were forcibly separated from their families. More than 800 kids were brought to detention centers in just the last week. Adriana Diaz is outside a shelter in Homestead, Florida, south of Miami. Adriana, good morning.
Good morning. The government says that there are more than 1,000 teenagers being held at the facility behind me. Yesterday, lawmakers flew down from D.C. to try to see the conditions for themselves.
It is our responsibility to make sure that those children are cared for and to see that they are reunited with their parents.
Florida Senator Bill Nelson and Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz came to the Homestead Temporary Shelter for Unaccompanied Children Tuesday with a mission, but they were stopped by security.
We are being denied entry to see about the welfare of children.
This is an absolute outrage.
Aerial shot on Monday show some of the teens currently living at the facility, which is overseen by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. This 2016 video is the only view inside that the government has provided. A former agency employee familiar with the shelter told CBS News it was originally designed under the Obama administration to handle the overflow of young people illegally crossing the border on their own. Now, almost 10% of the children living here have been separated from their families. Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen insists the children at all facilities are well cared for.
We operate according to some of the highest standards in the country. We provide food, medical, education, and all needs that the child requests.
There are more than 100 shelters in 17 states currently housing undocumented minors who stay for an average of 57 days. According to a former agency employee, that number has gone up under President Trump, and with it, the cost to taxpayers.
We need to find solutions.
Immigration advocate Julio Calderon was once housed in a shelter like Homestead. He says facilities nationwide are feeling the strain.
Because of the overcapacity, now it's not just at the border. It's not just an issue happening at the border. It has spread out.
The lawmakers were turned away because of a government policy. Request to visit must be made at least 2 weeks in advance. But a former HHS administrator told us that given the current concerns about minors being separated from parents, requests from lawmakers, he believes, can and should be expedited. Gayle?
Okay, Adriana, thank you.